Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we will study an environmental concern, ozone depletion. If you are new here, subscribe to the channel, like the video and share the video. So let's begin. But before we begin, do we know what ozone is? Ozone is a gas found in atmosphere. There is good and bad ozone. Good ozone is found in stratosphere and bad ozone is found in troposphere. Its color is bluish. Its smell is very pungent. There are two types of ozones present in troposphere and stratosphere. In troposphere, ozone is bad. It can damage lung tissues and plants. In stratosphere, ozone is good. It protects us from the sun, UV, and other harmful radiation. Stratosphere ozone is formed when the sun's UV radiation breaks apart molecular oxygen to form oxygen atoms, which then combines with oxygen to make ozone, as ozone is O3. Role of ozone in atmosphere. First we will discuss role of ozone in stratosphere. In stratosphere, ozone plays a beneficial role by absorbing much of damaging UV radiations. There are many environmental issues associated with ozone, that is decrease in the beneficial ozone in stratosphere and increase in bad ozone located in troposphere. Due to human activities, there was a hole discovered over Antarctica in the early spring when the weather conditions lack a bit of sunlight that produces ozone, cause the stratosphere ozone layer in the region to become very thin. ODS are known as ozone depleting substances that include CFCs, halon, HCFC, methyl chloroform and carbon tetrachloride. Ozone depleting substances were very popular because they were used as coolants in air conditioners and refrigerators, propellants in aerosol sprays, bubbles in plastics foam, cleaning of metals in electronic industry, and they were used in hospital instruments. Because of low temperature in Antarctica and the season of spring, the ozone hole is maximum over Antarctica. There are many adverse effects of ozone depletions such as cancers, eye retinal damages, damages to plants and damages to non-living materials such as paints, plastics. There are some actions which we can take to protect ozone. Globally, there was Montreal Protocol in 1987 on substances that deplete the ozone layer. There was a Kigali Agreement to address HFCs. There were three groups based on rich and developed economies, the second consisting of emerging economies and the third consisting of developing economies that can get rid of or minimize CFCs. So the action which was taken as a result was CFCs that contain high ODP and high GWP were changed or shifted to HCFCs, then HFCs and HFOs which had zero ODP and very low GWP. I hope this video is clear. If you like the video, do share it and subscribe the channel, and until the next video, stay curious.